Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. It's a beautiful Wednesday. Welcome back to my channel, to Corona segment. Today, I have a special guest. As you know, my guests are always special. A special guest. Let me just give you a little bit background about him. I met him through my mom. She told me there's somebody who deals with natural medicine. He's gonna sort me out. She was been raving about him, all that, the techniques he uses and all that. And I went to consult with him, and yeah, then I found it so fascinating and all that. And as I'm sure I've mentioned it before that I was raised in a family where they believe a lot in natural medicine, food, herbs, and all that. So today I'm bringing you Mr. Mbedzi. He's gonna introduce himself. What do we call him? I want him to do justice.
Thank you very much.
Yes, welcome.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, I am Theophilus Mbedzi, a holistic therapist. I'm actually a naturopathic doctor.
Okay.
I studied naturopathy, which I studied abroad in the UK. So the journey began in about 2011, if not 2010, around towards the end of the year.
Yes.
Then I had quite a huge interest in natural remedy, of which it started from church.
Yes.
From our church, I'm a Seventh-day Adventist, where we are taught not to eat certain things because they are toxic to our health.
I can relate to that because I think my father originally was 7 days Adventist. I think the herbal, the herbal thing started from there.
Yes.
And some of my relatives from my mother's side also they are 7 days Adventist. So yeah, I can relate to that.
Thank you. And what we usually were taught was that we should not eat meat because it's toxic. So I didn't understand until I lost a very close family member.
Yes.
That was through cancer.
Yeah.
So cancer became my enemy. And just to shorten it up, I lost a wife.
Yeah.
Through cancer. So I got married and she passed on of cancer. Then I went on a rampage of researches, my own personal researches, until I found out of certain remedies that would be mixed and be at least a supplement and a treatment for cancer.
So that's how the death of your loved one made you to be MacGyver.
Yeah. It made me a MacGyver of some sort. But yeah. So it was not a simple journey until I came to where I am. So I was advised to study, I think it was around 2012. 2014, my medicine was licensed by SAB. Then I studied. I was not studying to become a doctor.
Yes.
I was studying to have knowledge about natural remedies.
Yes.
And then I was advised later on that you can end up being a doctor. And then,
So you studied further?
Yes, I did. I studied further. I'm still actually studying because writing, I'm doing cancer specialist through natural remedies.
So tell me, with our people, our people, they are very skeptical of, they try to run to the Western method of healing and all that. Yes. How did they receive you?
Well, I was actually afraid at first because for true, I stayed in Joburg most of my life.
Yeah.
And when I was in Joburg, I was introduced to Western medicine. So I know people don't like natural, they don't trust in natural medicine. So I had a stigma. I was worried how people were going to accept me.
Yeah.
And only to realize that when I studied, my understanding of people was wrong. People are mostly wanting to cure, not to because once you use Western medicine, they subside your health. They don't really cure.
They manage.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, they manage, but they don't treat the root cause.
They don't treat the root cause. That's true. It's just the same as when you have a headache. You're going to buy a Panado, I'm giving an example, or whatever pain medicine you can get. It does not cure the headache. It actually subsides the pain for just a small period of time. Thereafter, the headache will come back if the root cause of the sickness was not treated.
So with what I've observed, being here in Venda and all that, the way your practice is so busy, do you think is the way you market yourself, or is the way that you also have packaged the service that you offer? Because I think most people are reluctant to use natural medicine because it is found in those open markets where it's dirty, where even the person who's
interested in buying,
who's a herbalist or whatever, when you look at them, you are thinking, did they even wash their hands?
True.
So do you think it's the way that you have packaged your service?
I think the way I have packaged my service, so it also plays a role. But the most important thing is that I took my business serious.
Yeah.
That's why I ended up going to study. I used to first sell my medicine door to door.
Okay.
Just like those that are selling forever medicine supplements to people, to the public.
Yeah.
So they would sell with their bags. I used to do that.
Yeah.
Until I then was endorsed as a complementary medical practitioner, which was in 2018. Then I decided, let me do this professionally.
Yeah.
Then I opened the practice. I was interviewed once on radio, and from there, it went boom. So today, I don't see less than 50 patients a day.
Yeah. So do you think you came at the right time when people are hungry for natural medicine?
True. Yes. People are really, really hungry of natural remedies, and the problem is with their trust. People firstly don't trust.
Yes.
When they see someone who has really been helped with natural remedies, then they start having that belief of wanting to use the medicine.
Yes. So your practice is more based on the word of mouth. That's what you are saying. Like
currently, yes.
I stand to be corrected.
Yes.
They used to say that in Chivenda, a sangoma don't get to be advertised.
No.
He doesn't have to advertise, or she doesn't advertise their service,
yes,
by the word of mouth.
True.
By the people that he or she has helped, but you don't get to advertise. So it's like I said, people from Koroni that I heard about him from my mother, and I also referred other people. So it was the word of mouth.
It was 90% of the times is people who have had, because I don't advertise it at all.
Yeah.
Like the last time I went on radio, I think it was on 2018, around the 14th of August.
Yeah.
And since then, I see between 50 and 100 patients in one day. So I don't really advertise at all.
Can we talk about that? Is it a scan? Is it that maybe you forgot to bring it?
Oh, yes.
The scan, he's got this scan. What is the name of the scan?
We've got different kinds of scans.
Okay.
We've got quantum resonance magnetic analyzer. We've got a vector scan. Right now, I also do colon hydrotherapy.
Okay.
It is another qualification in naturopath that you can still have.
Okay.
So
let's talk about the general one with before going to the specialist.
Yes.
Guys, just pardon us for the noise. We stay next to the main road, so pardon us for the noise of the cars.
Yes.
Can we talk about the scan that I know that I've been to your practice and you used on me?
Yes.
How does it work?
It's just like the name says, it analyzes.
Yeah.
It starts wherever it wants to start. Once because the last time you came, we had the one which you would hold
yes,
with your hand.
the hand. Yes.
Right now we've got the one which you put your hand on. It's a 6th generation of those kind of scans.
Okay.
It analyzes your sicknesses through your resonance, which is your immune system, including your veins and your. It analyzes it magnetically.
Yeah.
So it gets to know what is wrong with your headache, with your head. It gets to know what is wrong with your leg, with your intestines. So it tells me results based on what it is that it found.
Yes.
So as soon as it gets me the report, then I know how to give you medicine.
Yeah.
It does suggest as well what kind of medicine do you need to use.
Okay, so it does assist on diagnosis.
Yes, it assists on diagnosis, yes.
Because I can speak as a patient that when he puts that machine on, you put, it's like a hand, you hold something there. It's gonna show from your high blood pressure, your heart, if you're a woman, your reproductive system, your nerves, your whatever that is going on there, it's gonna show you. So tell me, with natural medicine, it also goes with a healthy eating.
It does.
How do you collaborate the two?
You cannot speak naturopath unless you speak natural eating.
Okay.
The Englishman says you are what you eat.
Yes.
So whatever you eat makes you what you are.
But the elephant eats the grass.
True.
But it's not small.
True. But if you check, let's check a cow, for example.
Yes.
People say go eat meat, beef, to get protein.
Yes.
But where does the cow get protein from?
From the plants.
Exactly. So you need to get original proteins from the plants themselves.
Yeah.
If we are to go biblically,
yes.
the Bible says in the book of Genesis 1:29.
Yes.
Eat now the fruits, the herbs,
yes,
the vegetables. To you they shall be meat.
Yes.
So in other words, when God created a human being, he did not create us to digest any meat at all, at first.
At first.
And then fast forward Leviticus 11, that's when he gave us the diet of meat.
Okay.
Still, there's nothing wrong with meat.
With meat.
Okay.
But in moderation.
Exactly. There is a lot of artificial hormones which were used to build up this protein that we see in cow, in chickens that we find these days.
Yeah.
Back in the years, we used to eat those hard-body chickens, those
yes.
black, red,
the village hard
runners. Yes.
Yes.
So we used to eat that. But when we used to eat those things, we never used to get sick.
No,
so that is
because they were natural. There were no preservatives there.
Exactly. So that is why I then give people diets. So I have now even advanced to a stage where I give a person with diabetes this kind of a diet,
yeah.
high blood pressure, this kind of a diet, arthritis, that kind of a diet, but
yeah.
they are all natural. So at the end of the day, if you eat just general foods that we find at home, you'll be fine.
Yeah. Can we just divert a little bit, because when we spoke earlier, not today, but during our
yes.
talks,
yes.
we were speaking about, I think I posted something about Dr. Sebi, and
yes.
you were like, this is how we should be living.
True.
And there've been a buzz about Dr. Sebi's recommendation on what we must eat. You say that it's us who create diseases in our system.
That's very true.
By having, it's a mucus, isn't it?
It is.
In the body.
Mm-hmm.
So can you just try to explain when he talks more about alkaline food?
True.
But my challenge with Dr. Sebi is that when you go to his list, some of the food that is written there is not the food that we have in South Africa.
True. He is very right, but it is a simple background biology.
Yeah.
We were taught that the pH balance of a human being determines the alkalinity and acidity of a system.
Yes.
So we eat food, processed foods, they are all acidic.
Acidic.
But if
yes.
you eat vegetables, fruits,
yeah.
which are not infused of anything, then they become alkaline.
Yeah. Let's talk about the issue of, as I was saying with Dr. Sebi, and he emphasized the issue that you need to limit for your body not to build up acid
exactly
in your body.
True.
So there are certain kinds of food that builds up acid in
yes.
your body. Can you give us an example of those kinds of food?
Well, I would tell you
not all of them,
yeah.
but few.
For example, processed foods.
Yeah.
Polony, Vienna, cheese.
And those are the things that we give our children.
Exactly. Tell me, back in the 90s, what was your breakfast?
It was jungle oats.
90s, early 90s. I mean, well, you grew up.
I'm old.
Okay, in the 90s, my breakfast was pap. Pap and mushiji for whatever.
But you were told that you cannot have a pap in the morning. It's not good for you.
No, I was never taught that. Well, you grew up in the suburban area. I grew up in the villages.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day,
yeah.
Each time I get sick or if I get fluish, I would go to use chumbe and
yeah.
you know,
yeah.
if I had some running tummy, there is mushingijane and
yeah.
those kind of trees. We don't know them in English. But,
yeah.
And thank God that I am back here. I'm doing researches of all those herbs that I used back in the years.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, the processed foods, anything that you find from any supermarket, and when I say anything, I mean anything. Except for vegetables and fruits.
Yeah.
If it comes from a supermarket and it has been packaged, then it is acidic.
And can we, Basalwane, this thing of cool drinks, we think we're living a high life. Eh?
Yes.
Cool drinks, juices.
Yes.
Did you
I have also learned to teach my own personal children that we don't eat processed foods.
Is there personal children and not personal children?
My own children, because I stay with my
Yes.
Biological kids
and
my sister's kids.
Okay,
yeah.
I get you.
So I've taught them that we don't eat. If I bring my daughter here and give her paloni here, she will tell you now that paloni is poison. So that's all I teach my kids. And they do not get sick. We don't even have medical aid at all.
Serious?
We don't.
So what do you advise to parents to have a healthy, conscious life with all this pressure? The kids, they are seeing their peers at school bringing this and that, and then but you have to teach your kids, or this is our lifestyle. What was your approach with your kids? They didn't get peer pressure from school, or daddy, I want this, when now you don't buy this and that.
May I put the Bible into this one?
Yes.
The book of Proverbs tells us, teach the child the way they should grow.
Yeah.
So that when they grow up, they do not depart from it. And for some reason, how I taught my children to eat green vegetables and fruits. If you give my child meat right now, she'll fall sick.
Because it's a foreign object in in their bodies.
So for parents out there, in Zulu they say ligoqwa lisasemanzi. You start it while it is too small.
Yeah.
So that when he grows up, he don't depart from those ways.
Like the Bible says.
Yes.
Guys, in this channel, you need to pardon us. We will always refer to the word.
Yes.
That one we are not gonna be apologetic about it. So tell me, with this, now we are in this apandemic. Am I saying it right? You know English?
Pandemic.
Yeah. With this korokoro, you know that korokoro that is terrorizing us. What would be your advice? Because there have been so many ways that you need to steam with this, you need to drink this, you need to do this. From your professional point of view, what is your view on how to deal with this thing?
You know, I will give you a simple example, which is myself.
Yeah.
I deal with patients in a day-to-day basis, including my employees. So you have seen how busy we are in my practice.
Very busy.
So it's as busy as that. But though today we also look after the distancing, the wearing of masks and all that. But at the end of the day,
guys, we're not wearing masks because he was tested, and I was also tested.
Yes.
So I know you may saying, but you are not. We have our. Where's your mask? Did you drop it?
It just fell.
He was tested yesterday because he's a medical practitioner. His test came back today, so that's why you are seeing us sitting
without
like this.
Masks.
Yeah.
So what I have done personally for myself. The first time I did the steaming, I think it was last year in May.
Okay.
Because we had this stigma that, okay, they say you must steam every day. So I was doing steaming. And then I realized, okay, steaming only relieves my chest.
Yeah.
What about my entire system?
Yes. Your immune system.
My entire immune system.
Yes.
Okay, I had to feed my immune system alkalinity.
Okay.
I drink alkaline water. I don't work for alkaline water companies, but I drink alkaline water. I eat alkaline foods. Alkaline water is water that has been cleaned. Water can also be cleaned.
Okay.
And it is tested that I always test my water before I make my medicine, that it has to have a certain level of alkalinity.
Okay.
There's alkaline test machines that you use to test whether the water is acidic or alkaline.
What makes the water to be acidic?
Tap water, it's dangerous to even say. Tap water comes, it's recycled. The same water you flush from your toilet gets recycled.
But
so you know what acid is, where acid is coming from.
Didn't they say, if I stand to be corrected, didn't they say that South African water is one of the safest water to drink?
Let's believe so. But which part of South Africa?
Okay.
No,
I just want us to clear, because people will be like, but we've been drinking this water and I read somewhere, I don't think if I read or I was watching a video when they were talking about how healthy the rainwater is.
Okay.
And they were saying that if it's raining, if you have drum or something, put those drum in a place, it's clean, and then you get that rainwater. How healthy is rainwater compared to the tap water?
Well, in my study, we have also learned of air pollution.
When you're saying that, I was thinking also that it can be. You see these things that we pick up from the internet.
Remember earlier on, I think it was about October, September, somewhere there was rain with black water.
Yeah.
It was coming from air pollution.
Yeah.
So you can't say rainwater may be clean in an environment like Johannesburg or Durban, because there are many factories there. It comes across the smokes and all this acid that is lying around the atmosphere. Then it comes down with that dirt, so it cannot be safe.
What would be your advice on people who are at home out there? Because people, I think, they are trying everything.
True.
And in trying everything, we may end up even doing the wrong things. People are trying to try everything to protect themselves, and I think we may end up using the wrong things. What would be your advice on the approach on dealing with corona? Even if we are not, let's start. We are not. You don't have corona.
Yes.
And then secondly, when you are diagnosed that you have corona,
prevention is better than cure.
Yeah.
Whatever the TV or our government has taught us now, let's follow all those procedures. I cannot mention them all by one.
Yes.
But if you need your immune system to stay at put, make sure you are alkaline.
Yeah.
There are herbs that are advertised that you can go to. One of them is Artemisia annua. Artemisia annua, which others call them lingana. Umhlonyane in Xhosa, then they call it. You can use that. I have seen it working.
Okay.
But get a lab tested one. Don't just get anything which is
somebody just advertise and then you just follow
exactly.
it.
Which is one of the biggest problem, my sister, because people say moringa does this, moringa does that. I'm mentioning it because it is our herb.
Yes, and I love it.
Yes. There's nothing wrong with moringa.
Yes.
But it has got a certain level of protein, it's got a certain level of potassium, a certain level of zinc, calcium, and all that. But how much in your system do you need per day from moringa? You see?
Yeah, now we are coming about the measurement, because also with these vitamins that we're having, vitamin C, zinc, D, and everything, we may be overdosing.
You can.
And the question is that we don't really have quality control when it comes to things like vitamin in South Africa. How do you know that if you don't have kororo, how many milligrams you are supposed to take? Do you have to take them every day, or you have to rely more on food?
That is why there are medical practitioners like ourselves.
Yeah.
You come there, we give you advice, take this much per day. I know services of naturopath are quite expensive.
Yeah.
Or even homeopath or.
But you cannot put price on health.
We cannot.
You cannot
because
put
life
price
cannot
on
be
health.
bought.
Yeah.
So as soon as you get to a practitioner, they will advise you on how much, because there are certain medications that you cannot take for more than 4 days, for example. But you need to drink a lot of water. Otherwise, it may damage your kidneys. It may damage your liver.
So tell me, our government, I don't want to say government, let's say government, have they started to work with you to treat patients at the hospital?
No.
They haven't.
We as naturopath, personally, I am, because my qualification per se is not even South African.
Yeah.
I am practicing as anyone else, but
Okay.
I'm not. I cannot work in a hospital and prescribe anything, unless I'm doing community service work.
So what about? Which means also you guys are not even registered on medical aid.
Oh, no, we're not. That is a battle that our associations are still fighting.
Yeah, but now you are not even registered with medical aid. But now government is saying that we need to use natural things to deal with this virus, kororo.
And
do you see the contradiction?
Contradiction comes here even worse. Most of conventional medicines are subsidized. Complementary medicines are not subsidized. I'm going to give you an example, and this is just a simple. Go to any pharmacy, you will find medicine that you find behind the counter, which comes by prescription.
Yes.
And there are medicines that are in the shelves at the front. When you walk past, I learned about the medicine in the shelves.
Yes.
Not at the back.
Okay.
I'm not wanting to mention names.
No, don't mention names.
But at the end of the day, the ones which are by the shelves, they are the ones which works better than the ones which are behind. This is a general knowledge by anyone.
Yeah.
but still they don't subsidize them.
But your association, what are you doing about, like I've mentioned before, what are you doing about those herbalists that you find them, let's say, by the market? Like I'm saying, it's got this stereotype or stigma because the way it is presented to us. You go there, it's dirty, it's filthy, it's a mess. You don't even trust. Even like somebody like me, I grew up in a home there where they will find that there are herbs at the back of their house and everything. But what is it with your association you are doing to change that? Because I think that is the problem.
You know, I think maybe if we didn't have this kororo last year, there would have been some kind of improvement. I was with one of the leaders of these traditional herbs in the Limpopo, in the Vembe district. And he was telling me that they were supposed to have had a meeting last year sometime so that they may speak about the modernizing of these natural remedies. So I don't know how far they are. I wish I was in the board, maybe at least to speak about this, but I'm not.
But why is it that with our people, our brown people, they because I'm not black. Are you black?
Brown.
I'm brown. Yes. Exactly. Why is it that we are resisting on proper packaging? You know, I've listened to many of these programs when they're talking about natural medicine, everything. Why is that? Even when I listen to radio, even here at home at Parapare, whatever, when they're having a herbalist or whatever, it's like they resist on the issue of the medicine being properly packaged and everything so that it's easily available. Because guys, natural, we tend to twist that natural medicine is about witchcraft.
It's not.
Yes, it seems to be that thinking. Maybe with Christian people or whatever religion or Muslim or whatever, they think that using natural medicine, it means that you are going to a sangoma who's going to throw bones and witchcraft and all that. And it's not about that.
It's not about that. By the way, it's actually biblical that people must use natural remedies.
Yes.
Revelations 22 verse 2, it says, and the leaves of the trees are for the healing of the nation.
Yeah.
Tell me, what did Moses, Daniel, David, what did they use when they have headaches back then?
I'm sure they were using herbs.
Exactly.
They were using herbs.
It's not like they never fell sick. They did. At some point, I'm sure the system became weak and they fell sick. Besides the fact that they would pray to God and He would heal them, but they would have had to use some kind of remedy to do away with their ailments. But at the end of the day, people now are moving from the natural way to the Western way.
But I think there's a revolution that is happening. There's a shift that is happening lately currently where people are starting to ask questions when it comes to natural medicine, herbs and all that, and they are starting to remember how their parents used to treat them. There was no need for us to always go into because even the pills that we take, they also damage the liver.
They do.
And isn't it? In the long run, when you take too much medication, it ends up damaging the liver, having other complications.
Well, in as much as we are not allowed to say which kind of medicine can do that.
Yeah.
But we do
let us not get sued. We don't have money.
As soon as you start taking medication, take it with caution.
Yeah.
Some people damage their liver and their kidney because they don't drink water at the after.
Yeah.
After drinking the medicine, I have seen people taking their chronic medication with Coke, with Fanta, you understand?
Yes.
You cannot, because your kidney can only be able to filter so much.
Yes.
You can't have the kidney overloaded of medicine and then you put Fanta or Coke inside. Instead of it being of good health, yes, you need to drink a lot of water because the kidney needs to be flushed. Your kidney and your liver, they work almost the same way.
Yeah.
So once you damage your kidney, your liver, you are gone.
But I honestly believe that this corona, as much as it's doing so much damage, but like I said, I think it's turning things around.
It does.
People, because now it's a matter of life and death.
It is.
and people are realizing that most people are healing from eating right natural medicine and doing things natural that they grew up doing. I think after even this thing has finished, if it will finish, there will be a shift on how we view natural medicine.
There will be.
But I think we need to be those people who deal, let's say herbalists from the market or wherever that they are. They need to also have been positioning themselves.
Yes.
That it needs to be presented. Why natural medicine cannot be presentable? And when I look at it, I'm not thinking, I know this thing looks like witchcraft. Or do you understand what I mean?
I do. I have seen while I travel a lot from here to Joburg.
Yeah.
Every weekend.
Yeah.
When you go past Polokwane, just before you get to Mokopane, there is people standing on the side of the road. They are selling fresh natural herbs.
Yeah.
And I've also seen around here, people are standing by the road. They are selling chulombe.
I've realized that.
Now, the only problem with that is that we don't know how much measure you need of chulombe.
Yeah.
We don't know how much measure you need of calcium from moringa. How much, but
because it's not measured, you just pour.
You just pour a full spoon and or you drink a whole 2 liter, and thereafter you don't drink water. So water is life. I'll refer you back again to the Bible. Okay, before I do that, let's take for example, you are taking Artemisia annua or Luna the cure. Luna, which is a natural nutritional supplement, it then can be able to rejuvenate, rebuild. But if you drink it without water, you'll then damage your system. But even so, we are saying stay away from any processed foods and focus on the naturals.
Focus on the naturals. You hear my people, focus on the natural. And with all this panic, on the last note, with this, I know you treat a lot of things, a lot, guys, a lot. Even women productive system, whatever, cancer, whatever. But we cannot, today it was just the basics. With, I lost my thought. What did I say? With now that we're panicking so much, I think almost everyone that I speak to my friends, they are in this panic mode. What will be your advice?
Do not panic. Even the Bible says, fear not. So there's nothing to be scared of. If your immune system is on par, if you are alkaline, simple as that. If you are alkaline, no disease can stay in your system.
Even if it is there, it will come out faster.
Even if it comes to you now, because your body is able to reverse. Holistic way of healing is when the body reverses the healing process. It heals itself naturally. I've experienced it many times. I even though my results were negative today, I strongly believe maybe this corona came to me one day. It touched me, but because it had no place to stay, it then went back and got cured on its own. But I'm not advising people not to be safe. I'm advising them to stay safe. At the end of the day, stay alkaline. That's my biggest advice. If you stay alkaline, no virus. It is there. Even in Google, you Google it. What is alkalinity? It's what true. Is acidity? You'll get this.
So eating my bitter leaf, mushiji, vowa, puri, mupani worms.
No.
You're saying. By the way, you're being religious.
Okay, I am being religious.
I know you're being religious now.
I'm not.
Mopani worm is healthy.
I thought as much.
You're being religious
I've
now.
never tasted those things, by the way.
Because
I grew up in an Adventist family. So
we
never ate those.
Mupani worm is healthy. This one is the 7-day Adventist. Ignore that one of Mupani worms.
But at the end of the day, I'm not eating greens.
Yes.
Chlorophyll. Stay with chlorophyll in you. Anything which is green, eatable and allowed to be eaten. You can be able to be alkaline like it's out of fashion.
Tell me, we have this, we grew up eating buswa, pap. But as we get older, we feel like pap is not healthy. We're going to get more fat and everything. But from what you have explained, is like in a family, you can wake up and eat pap morning, afternoon and everything. What is excessive when it comes to pap? Why do we feel that we grew up eating pap but we were not getting fat. Now we are older. We are saying pap is bad for us.
I'm going to ask you a simple question. How many years have you known me for? Is it not 3, 4, somewhere there?
Yeah.
Okay. Was I small, big, or am I still the same size?
I'm still the same.
Okay. I eat pap for breakfast, lunch, and supper. No, if I eat anything, I still feel like I didn't eat. But I eat pap and green vegetables.
And green vegetables?
Yes. But I drink a lot of water.
Okay.
I'm sure I've got about 2 liters of water in my car.
Is there a difference when water is boiled?
Yes. You kill a lot of bacteria.
Do you hear?
Yes.
When you grew up, our mothers used to do that.
Yes,
they would boil
right
water and then they will leave it overnight and we drink it the next day.
So these days we refrigerate, we no longer boil.
Yeah.
So drink hot boiled. I drink boiled water every morning.
Tell me, I forgot to ask you this question. I don't know if it's the Asians or Chinese or whatever, where they believe that when you take medication, you must take it with hot water.
True, that's actually what we use in our naturopath advises you to take medicine with hot water.
Let's not say hot, let's say warm.
Warm, yeah.
Yeah, yes. Hot because you're gonna burn. Warm water.
With warm water.
Yeah.
Natural remedies, we always advise people to take them with warm water because they dissolve faster.
Yeah.
They get transported, the nutrients, the enzymes get transported faster within your system.
Yeah.
But they also detoxify. What hot water helps with process of detoxification.
Yeah.
Okay, so it helps.
English is not our language, so we must not stress if we're breaking it.
Yes. So now, I have learned that I don't gain weight. I've been a size 30 ever since I was in matric. That was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
21 years ago. Yeah.
So, Mr. Mbedzi, tell us where you are based.
I'm based in Sibasa.
Sibasa, where's Sibasa?
Engen garage.
So give a full detailed description.
Okay. My business, our practice is called MGT Health. MGT Naturofarm.
Okay.
Naturo from natural and farm from pharmacy.
Yes.
So we are based in Sibasa, Engen garage.
Sibasa, Venda, South
Limpopo,
Africa.
South Africa.
Limpopo. Yeah.
So it is very much close to the old VBS.
Yes. Hey, you are bringing VBS now. You are bringing VBS to the saga now.
Yes. No one doesn't know VBS in Venda.
It's true.
Everybody knows where VBS used to be.
Yeah.
If you get there, you will see the Engen garage.
Gambani.
Hey. Agrem. You will find anyone who puts petrol, any petrol attendant, just go and ask for Dr. Mbedzi. You'll find me.
That was it for today. I hope you are informed. I'm hoping you are educated. I hope you're gonna make changes in your life. Let it be a lifestyle. Like I'm sure now you are aware, what we eat is what we are. So what you put in your body. So when you get this virus, let it find you being healthy and your immune system is healthy. Like you heard from him, try to eat food which is alkaline and avoid food which is acidic, because acidic, you are just putting fire to your body.
True.
Thank you. Thank you for availing yourself. I know you're a busy man, but you agreed to this interview.
Thank you
so much.